There are loves made of fiery passion, the kind that burn bright and fast, and then there are loves made of quiet presence. Pam and Lucian had discovered the second kind, a love that didn't need grand declarations or loud pronouncements to exist. It was a gentle, steady warmth that permeated every corner of their shared life. The quiet hum of their days together had grown into a symphony only they could understand. It wasn't just the shared dreams or ambitious plans that bound them together. It was something far more profound, something deeper. It was a resonance between two souls who had reached a point where words were no longer necessary. A simple brush of their hands, a soft glance across the room. The way the light flickered in the background, these were their conversations, their poems, their love songs. One afternoon, a storm seemed to be brewing not just outside but within Pam herself. She stood before her canvas, her brush dancing with the restless, turbulent colors of a tempest. Lucian walked in, the floorboards barely creaking under his weight. He didn't need to ask what was wrong. He could read the tension in her shoulders, hear the slight catch in her breath, and feel the weight of her silence. He approached her slowly and placed a warm, steadying hand on her shoulder. The touch was an anchor. When she finally whispered, her voice barely audible, "It feels like it's pulling me in," Lucian answered softly. His words a gentle current against the tide. "Then let it pull you. I know you'll find your way back." Over the years, they had built a language entirely without sound. It was a language of unspoken understanding. A simple glance from across the room was enough to say, "I'm here." A gentle touch on the arm could convey, "I understand completely." A shared, synchronized breath in the quiet of the evening whispered, "You're safe with me." He would bring her a cup of tea moments before she even realized she wanted one. She would reach for his hand just as a shadow began to cross his mind, pulling him back to the light. Their hearts seemed to beat in a shared rhythm. A pulse they could feel even when they were rooms apart, a constant reminder of their connection, even in the deepest silence. One night, Pam was working late, completely lost in her art, the colors on the canvas mirroring the overwhelming feeling in her chest. She was so engrossed she didn't hear Lucian step quietly into the room. He didn't speak. He didn't interrupt her flow. He simply watched for a moment, then took the palette knife from her tired hand. With a single gentle stroke, he added a touch of light to her chaotic storm. It wasn't an act of fixing her work or her feelings. It was a gesture that said, "I see you. You're not alone in this. Let me share the weight with you." Their hands brushed as he passed the knife back, and in that fleeting contact, the world outside, with all its noise and chaos, just disappeared. In that moment, their love spoke the only language that ever truly mattered, the language of the soul. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, make sure to subscribe for more.